Hello, hi, welcome to the stream. I'm here playing some Star Stable. Trying to find a good spot for my chat box. I think I'll put it there for now. Alright. Yeah, a bunch of my friends kinda like motivated me to stream Star Stable today. So we're just gonna do like some training. I don't think there's a new quest I can do. Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, there might be a new quest. No, that's the donkey girl. Oh, there's something down here. Thought they added a new quest for Port Marinda or Port Maria. But I don't see anything, so maybe that was a teaser for next month. Anyways. Make our way over to more. I did some races yesterday, so I'm not sure which ones I can do. I didn't do many of Fort Pinta, so at least we can do Fort Pinta. Sorry, I hit the mic if you heard that. Trying a new spot, and like, it works well for the audio, but I keep hitting it, so I don't know how well this works. Let's see. Mary, hi! I forgot how poppin' freaking more would be on a Sunday. But it looks like I can't do these races anyways because I did them last night with Cloud. I can do this one because I skipped this one. Yeah, Cloud kinda made me stream Star Stable. I can't figure out the word I want. Motivated me? Not really. Peer pressured me? Maybe that's the word. In a friendly way. Peer pressured in a friendly way. Okay, we're gonna train my Mustang here, and he'll probably get to close to level 15 by the time we're done. Yeah, she's good at doing that, isn't she? Always making me stream Star Steel. Alright. There's a little bit of lag here. Maybe we should move away from more. There's too many people here. Let's see. Can I do... I think I can trigger this one, so when the next champ is happening, we can go to that. Safs, hi! How you doing? Hope I didn't steal you away from Cloud's stream. I just feel kind of bad, but it's okay if you did. Today is Sunday. So the next... Oh wait, this is... Bruh. Okay, the time of the server is 16, makes sense. And then I go over here to the Wikipedia. This is me trying to figure out what the next champ is without waiting for the notification. Let's see. So, championships, Sunday, 17. Fort Pinta. Ooh, my favorite one. So we're gonna hang out here for a little bit. I need to do the Fort Pinta races anyways. Oh, shit. Guys, I just accidentally closed Star Stable. Well, by the time we get this loaded, we can do Fort Pinta. Oh, we're off to a good start. You're not streaming right if you don't break something. Click the three dots in the ribbon thing. Top corner of that pop-up will have chat schedules. Easier than closing the game. Well, I didn't even want to close out of the game. I just wanted to peek over at my other window. If I had 2 monitors, it would have been amazing, but I don't even have room for 2 monitors. It's okay, I'm bad at playing this game, apparently. Since I closed it. Alright. Make sure that it's on the screen. It's on the screen. Cool. Alright. Come here. Do that, and then I have to go back over here and mute everything again. There we go. So you're saying click the 3 dots. Oh, you mean open the window. Alright. Oh, that would have been handy to know. Okay, anyways. Fort Pinta we go. And I'm too cheap to use the trailer just to go over to Fort Pinta, so we're gonna run. Plus it kills time while we're waiting for Fort Pinta. Let's see, what can we talk about? I had to take like a extended break from streaming way longer than I wanted to because of the crazy weather we were having. It was too hot to stream earlier this week, but now it's like it's warm, but it's like humid because all this tropical moisture from that hurricane down there. It's kind of weird actually because I'm not going to be affected by it at all. I'm too far north and west to really get anything other than maybe some rain. And not even a lot of rain, just enough to water my plants kind of rain. But like, go outside and it's like, I've felt tropical kind of weather before. We get it occasionally from weather streams from Hawaii. But this is like a different kind of like tropical weather feeling. This is like, it's tropically, it's warm, but it's humid. The air is kind of stuffy. Like, I never had stuffy outside air before. It's weird. Like, if we had any kind of moisture, I can feel like we'd have some dry lightning going on right now if we had any clouds and moisture happening. It's really weird. But yeah, I don't think it's going to affect me too much, but all the weather stations kind of forgot I exist. They're too focused on LA, San Diego, and San Francisco. And I'm just like over here, in between, kind of like, what about me? Yeah, it's weird out there. So I'm just kind of like guesstimating between points that they are talking about and trying to guess what my weather is. Because, I mean, weather apps will tell me one thing, but they don't even, nobody knows what's going on. Nobody's used to hurricanes out here. And the hurricane can decide where the heck it wants to go at a whim. But for the most part, it sounds like I'm just gonna get a bit of rain. And San Francisco is supposed to get like up to 40 miles an hour wind, maybe. So I feel like we might get some gusty wind too. I don't know if it's gonna be like the full 40 miles an hour stuff, but I think that's the extent of what we're gonna get, if anything. I love this song too much. Yeah, it's really weird out there. I'm not too worried about, like, the weather itself causing any damage or putting me in danger, but any kind of weather like this is prone to knocking out the power or making them shut off the power so it doesn't cause a fire or could take out the internet. So I won't be in any danger, but it might affect my ability to stream if either of that happens. I kind of wanted to make that clear because people are like worrying, which they should, I guess. It's nice that people worry, but It's not gonna bother me. Yeah, especially out here in California. I don't know if you guys are like that, know what's up out here in California, but you're probably aware that we've had some wildfires, devastating wildfires caused by the power company, maybe, possibly. If not, well, now you know. They had some power lines out in the forest. They kind of like arced and caused several wildfires that were devastating over the last 10 years, including taking out entire towns. So now, instead of like being like more cautious about their power lines or whatever, whenever the weather gets to a point where they feel like it might jiggle the power lines or might spark a fire, they just shut the power off instead of like burying the lines or anything. They're like, oh, this weather might cause a fire and we don't want to pay for another fire, so we're just gonna shut the power off for a couple hours. Yeah, that's what happens out here. It's so stupid. But I guess you can't bury power lines instantly, so I guess you gotta do something while they figure out what they're gonna do, but it's so stupid. Shut off the entire power. I don't know. So yeah, whenever the weather gets crazy and they feel like they might be liable for a fire if it were to happen, they just shut the power off. Thanks for the follow. Is it Miles? 96? Thanks for the follow. I think there's an I there. I can't read. Oh. Yeah. The power company was responsible for several devastating wildfires, including devastating the town of Paradise, if you wanted to Google Paradise, California, or the Camp Fire, as they call it. The funny thing about the names for the fires is it comes from the streets that they originate close to. So there was a street named Campfire that the fire started on, and that became its name. So it's kind of funny, but it's not funny because the entire town of Paradise is gone, and they were liable for that. And that's one of the reasons why they decided they're gonna just shut off the power instead of doing anything else, because they don't want to pay for another entire city being burnt down to the ground. It makes sense, because, what else are you gonna do? Really? You can't really, like... Oh, I guess I did this last night. I didn't remember doing that. Whatever. You can't really bury power lines that quickly. Or, I guess, trim the amount of trees quickly. I don't know. But then people probably get pissed off they're touching the forest trees anyways. I don't know. Can't win, can you? Alright, we're here. And I gotta answer this text message real quick. But yeah, that's the situation. I'm not in any danger. I'm not in any, like... The hurricane is not going to touch me at all, or a tropical storm at this point. It's already downgraded to a tropical storm. It's not going to touch me at all. I might get a little bit of rain. I might get some wind. I don't think it's going to do anything. I love the animations of the Mustangs. They're so silly. But you never know if they decide to turn off my power or internet goes out. Especially since my internet comes from the LA area. It's kind of funneled up here, so if their servers are knocked out down there for any reason, my internet's probably going out as well. That's good that you won't be in any danger. It's always worrisome. Yeah. I didn't mean to worry anybody when I said that. I tried to be as clear as possible that it wasn't going to affect me. But people still worried anyways. So, yeah. It's fine. I'm glad people worry. Yeah, I'm quite a ways from, north. I'm like behind it, kinda. Oh, hey, look, it's Kaza from yesterday. Yeah, it's nice to have people care. Okay. Oh, this is still open. Okay. So that's a little update about the hurricane bit. Yeah, and the SSO friends are fun. Like, I've only been streaming, or not streaming, playing Star Stable since like October. And I was kind of like, I am not going to friend anybody in this game because I don't know if anybody's children. No, whatever. And then I started finding people that stream it. And now we're all friends and it's really fun. Yeah, it's super fun stalking Cloud. Feel free to stalk me if you want. It's kind of fun stalking people. C goes way too fast, especially when she's got her mic on. C goes way too fast doing all that training stuff, so I'm never able to actually keep up where I can, like, do the races alongside her, but I can keep up just enough to stalk her, and that's usually what I do. I'm like her first stalker. I was the one who started the trend. But C goes way too fast. He's crazy with this game. I wish I was that fast. Hi, Cloud. I was not talking about you. Totally weren't talking about you. You weren't? I must be doing something. Oh no. I was just saying how you go like so fast when you do the training stuff that I cannot keep up with you when I'm stalking you, so I usually just kind of like stand there and watch you do the things instead of participating because I can't keep up. Carl, hi! Yay, Carl's here. Hang on. Yay for everybody. Okay, you're usually like way too fast, especially when you have your mic on. Girl, she doesn't want to talk to you. Leave her alone. Children in this game, I swear. You don't think your sound went off? Let me double check. You know what? Windows did do an update. Yeah, that's probably messed with my bot a little bit. Huh? No, I see it here. Let's see. Okay, let me try this again. That went off. I heard look at my horse. Let's see if I can find it in my buttons here. Let's see. There you go. I need to plug in my tablet. It's dying. There we go. But I guess, ooh, I can join now. I'll repeat what I was talking about earlier because I got new people in here and I don't want them to worry. Hurricane update. I am not in, direct, what's the word? Direct direction of the hurricane? I don't know. Direct path of the hurricane? I'm actually behind the hurricane. I'm too far north and to the west for it to actually touch me, so I am not in any danger. When I made that post about it, there's more of my power or internet might go out just because my entire state is affected. And if something major is knocked out, I'm knocked out. It's kind of like a domino effect. That's kind of how things work when it comes to power or internet. But I am not going to be in any danger. At most, I might see enough rain to water my plants and a little bit of wind. But seeing as my internet comes from the LA area, if they have their servers knocked out, I'm going to be knocked out. If the power company feels like the storm is going to cause a fire with their equipment, they usually set off the power. That's been a thing for a couple years now, ever since the Paradise Fire. So yeah. I myself personally will be okay, but there's no guarantee I'll be online until this thing blows over. And that was the intent of that post when I said I couldn't stream because of it. So we'll see how it goes. Other than that, I'm good. The skies are like so blue, it's not even funny outside. Oops, I got a text from my mom. Gotta make sure I look at that. Otherwise he gets a little grumpy. Alright. So yeah. The skies are blue outside. The weather's kind of weird feeling outside because it's like tropically, but like more tropical than I've ever felt before from a tropical storm. Like this is so weird. It's kind of like warm and humid, and the air is like stale or stuffy outside, which is really weird because I never had outside air feel stuffy before. Like, I could see if there was like any clouds or moisture out in the sky that we could probably have like some dry lightning from the way it feels outside. But we don't. Mary! Hi. Did a waving thing. There you go. Yeah, and that's the update about that. And I can't remember what else I want to talk about. ADHD brain is fun. I keep telling myself I should keep like a notepad with me and so I can write down things I want to talk about, because by the time I start streaming, I don't remember anything. Especially since I had to wait like an extra 4 days or whatever. Because I didn't stream on like Wednesday like I usually do. What's your current favorite song? Oh man, I haven't even... I was gonna say I don't even listen to music, but that's a lie. I've been listening to Dragon Force. I think it's like the Through the Flames and Fire or something like that. I don't remember the proper title because I don't pay attention. But I'm also like listening to... Oh, I guess you didn't want to do the race or... Oh. Girl, you're out of the race. You can't back up that slowly and still be part of the race. Anyways. I was listening to, like, I guess you can call it kind of like a remix, kind of the song. I watched this, YouTube channel. Flopotron, where this guy has, like, a bunch of floppy hard drives, a couple hard drives, and a dot matrix printer, and he makes music out of them. Like, this is my nerdy thing that I like to watch. This is where my nerdism comes out. Because I love watching computer equipment do this music. For some, especially as somebody who's like had to work with this stuff before. This is like, part of me cringes when I watch the hard drives get slapped around, but another part of me is like, this is just for music. Those hard drives are probably no good anyways. But it's all so cool at the same time. I don't know. This is my nerdy thing right now. So I was watching the Flopotron version of Dragon Force, which is one of the more entertaining videos because the thing is going so fast, the relays start catching on fire, and it's fun to watch. I don't know, you should check it out, just to see some floppy drives make music. It's funny. And I'll check out what you wrote in a second, Saf. Gotta focus for champ. Especially since this is my favorite one. I don't think I'm gonna place anything because my horse is like level 10. Oops. But I'm gonna still enjoy my race. Oops. I usually do better at this race. I wonder if it's because the Mustang didn't want to jump. Mustang certainly feels different than my other horses when I did this race. Alright. Everybody's horse is leveling up right now. I gotta grab stuff from my stable, then I can meet y'all after the champ. Okay. I gotta wait for all the children to finish placing. But yeah, I've been kind of like hyper-focusing on the Flopatron Dragon Force song right now. Because ADHD brain. You lock on the one song and that's the only song you listen to for like a month and a half, and then you get tired of it and never listen to it again. What is that helmet? Why has it got flowers on it? Maria, stay here! Lakeside Daydream helmet. I've never seen that in my life. The current song that's my favorite has been going around socials like crazy. Won't say it because it could spark a conversation that's not meant for stream. Okay. I mean, I'm not that up to date on the current songs anyways. Is it a country song? Because I think that's the only one that I know that's controversial. At least I can, like, kind of guess. Yep, Gingerbeard. Oh, okay, I know exactly which one it is now. As somebody who actually, loves country music, like, that's my favorite genre of all time, I do enjoy that song. If it's the one I'm talking about. Or we're talking about. But yeah, we don't have to talk about it. But I personally didn't see anything wrong with the song. Same. Let me grab this water bottle. Excuse me, Maria. Okay. Perfect. Let's see. I think I did the star sign stuff yesterday. I know I didn't do the druid stuff because I looked at the missions and went, I don't feel like it. That's what I did last night, so we can go do druid stuff. Maybe I got a different set of missions today. Why is my mom texting me? Mom, no. I also gotta check the clock here real quick. Okay. Capri has moved. I repeat, Capri has... Oh, finally. Dang. Hi, Safs. Oh, hey, I forgot to grab my money. Capri's still alive, huh? She's still there, but she was moving. Oh, okay. That was a lot of people in the server today. Okay, what do we have? Save the corrupted horse, close the Pandoric Rift. I do enjoy the Pandoric Rift a little more. But I have to go all the way to Mistfall? I don't like that location, though. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, great. Over by the ranger station, where there's absolutely no trailer. A shit ton of tree roots and cliffs. Thanks, game. You really want to make this difficult, don't you? Alright. Let's do this. See if we can get some more XP. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Try to remember the things I wanted to talk about last Wednesday when I was supposed to stream. And I think I just kind of wanted to talk about the Star Stable convention thing, the SSO convention thing, but I don't think anybody here actually attended other than me. It was my first time even learning about it. I learned about it like an hour before it ended, so I just kind of ran over there and watched it happen. I didn't get to participate because I was too late. That was interesting, though. I kind of would like to do more, be more involved with it next year. I wish that they considered Star Stable streamers as part of the content creator people, because we make content, but we don't like do the YouTube videos. But we still make content. We should still like be represented somehow. That's still my only complaint, is like, it's for creators, but streamers don't count. Fuck. Though I probably shouldn't be like representing Star Stable because I curse too much, but still, somebody could. Why? I just noticed that it's in the ground. How is that supposed to work? Oh. Yeah, I just learned about it like an hour before it ended. I went over there and hung out. Met some cool people, actually. And got to talk to some people that are from Stormy Pear that I don't normally get to talk to, just because we're like, hey, I recognize you from the Stormy Pear server. Hey, how's it going? Start talking. The most interesting thing to me was that, like, took a Stormy Pear people who are like, we live on a small server, and we put us in a populated server, and we just feel like we're the small town kids moving to the big city school. Like, it's really interesting how that kind of worked. Just felt like we're like the small town country kid going to the big city for some big convention and feeling really out of place because there's so many people. And everybody's, and me and the Stormy Pear girl were all like, wow, this is so many people. I've never seen so many people in my life. And everybody else who lives on, like, the most popular server, I think it's like Nightstar or whatever, they're like, really? I've seen more people on Sundays. I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm from a little server, leave me alone. You're a small town kid that moved to the city school, very accurate. Exactly. I mean, I'm a small town kid too, so I know exactly how I felt. It's always so interesting to me when I change servers, how everything is different and everything feels different when you change servers. Like, there's always like a different vibe or a different culture like in every little server. Like, sometimes I go over the Freezing Crater, and the people that do the champs over on Freezing Crater, it's like there's a whole different like atmosphere and a whole different I think I'm gonna do this first so I can talk and whatever, not pay attention. It's like, it's just different. Like on Stormy Pear, people usually like crowd and dogpile you at the lady so we can all sign in. But over on Freezing Pear, Freezing Crater, everybody takes their turn and hang out in their own little groups. And nobody's dogpiling each other. Nobody's being rude to each other. This is specifically at champs, because there's still like children being rude in chat. But yeah, this is different. And it's kind of interesting that each server has like its own little clique and own little culture with it. Those are my only two experiences, because I only really go between Freezing Crater and Stormy Pear. I really had no interest in trying out the other servers, really. But yeah. I used to play on Nightstar. It was always insane. I feel like if I tried to go to Nightstar, even if I could get in, I don't think you can get it. My computer would just die. I'd be like, nah, bye. Yes, the only other server that I also is super small is MapleStar. I'll keep that in mind. Freezing Crater is decently small. Like, it's slightly more active than Stormy Pear on certain times. But other times it can be just as quiet as Stormy Pear. So sometimes I go over there. Especially since I have some friends over there. Maple Star is friends though, so that's a given. Oh, that makes sense. Cloud! I got stalkers! Oh, stalker. Hi, Cloud. That was like the big thing I kind of wanted to talk about, like last Wednesday when it happened. Alright, you're doing the floor lightning thing. You don't have to be so extra about it. Floor lightning, sky lightning, I can't get away from it today.
Always watching.
Yay! I go to Maple Star when I chill with some friends, family that live in Canada. That makes sense. I'm also stalking. Oh, okay, I didn't see you there. But hi. Just doing dailies in the paddock. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I am trying to not get zapped, but usually if I just keep moving and kind of pay attention, then I don't get zapped. Let's see, what else did I do since I couldn't stream? I really need to start writing down things that happened so I can talk about it on stream. I can't remember. This week was my dad's birthday, so that was another reason why I didn't stream anything on the later end of the week, because his birthday was on Thursday, and then we had a bunch of family over yesterday. Which is why we were watching a movie and I couldn't come hang out with you guys the first time. Hi. I feel out of place because you all are on the Rowans and I'm over here on this one. Happy late birthday to your dad. Yeah. He's an old man now. Just kidding. He's been decently old. Whatever. I got him... Let's see. I got him like a... We have like this spatula in our family that we got from my grandmother's. It's like from the 1950s, and that was like his favorite spatula ever. Like he used it so much, and it started breaking because it's so old, and it's got like these rivets in the middle of it, so the seat metal starts bending, and it's gonna like snap in half at some point. So we've been trying to find another spatula that he liked of the same thickness and whatever, and we just couldn't find one that he really liked. So I've been like hunting eBay for about 2 years, and I finally tracked down the exact replica and bought it for him for his birthday, and he was like really happy to have another one now. And I'm like, you're gonna make me some breakfast with that spatula, right, Dad? He's like, sure. Yeah. I tracked down this really old vintage spatula for him, and I won the birthday. I don't know if anybody else with siblings do this. Is like, who gives Dad the most liked present out of everybody? Who wins the thing? But that's what we do. Kinda. But though he really seemed to like all of his gifts, but I still think I won the gift this year. Anyways. You can get in the middle of us and we can sandwich you in. Oh, okay. OMG Cloud. Oh. This is why I say to not text and drive. Try again. Gotta actually focus now because it yelled at me. Yeah, me and my brothers used to do that. Hang on, I gotta pay attention. I'm drifting. We do that with our mom now. We do that with everybody. Like, who wins the best present for either parent? Who wins the best present for the sibling? Etc. Okay, I'm gonna hyper focus right now. Because I don't want to repeat this a third time. I'm gonna get angry if I do. These are so tedious, I don't like doing them more than once. Hyper-focusing. Twitch actually add the Pete song as an alert? How are they not getting copyright striked? But go for it. I freaking add the sexy saxophone song and I get copyright strike, but they can have the pizza song? Alright. Let me, become a sandwich. Hi, I'm a sandwich. I'm an idiot sandwich. Ooh, I should get the soundbite of Scar saying he's surrounded by idiots. And then I can do that when I'm surrounded by my lovable idiots that are stalking me. Is that too mean? But it's Scar. Forgotten Fields. I'm gonna run. Go to the trailer. Haha. Oh, say it again. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I know there's a setting. I'm not bothered by it. I don't care enough to actually sit there and do the setting. I'd rather just remove the alert. Plus, it doesn't really make a difference when I upload it to YouTube. That's the spot that I usually get problems with. It's when I upload my VODs to YouTube, not really Twitch. I don't want them to not be there because then it makes it weird for people watch and they don't have the context of the alert that's going on. But then at the same time, the YouTube will yell at me for certain songs. So I'd rather just remove it if it's gonna conflict with YouTube, Twitch, or both, than sit there and try to figure out OBS just for it to be okay on one platform and not okay on another platform. I hate these ones. I hate chasing these horses. Oh! So close! Dang it! I was nowhere close to that. I'm gonna lose this one. That's my third. Come here. Come here, little asshole. Why do you have to go through the pile of them? Ugh. Nope. We're not getting this one today. How come it can go straight up a cliff? How come these horses can go through rocks, go through trees, go straight up cliffs, and all these places that I can't go to, and I'm supposed to follow it? I'm not gonna make it. There it goes. I ran out of time. I hate these missions. Anyways. I hate doing the corrupted horse in general. Because most of the time, it's in a horrible location. Hey, Fans Milo? Is that how you pronounce it? How's it going? Okay, I did all these. So I guess I'll go see if I can do anything at Starshine, but I think I did them last night. That's good. Just playing some Star Stable and hanging out for a little bit. Let's see, what time is it? Alright. Oh cool, I can do this one. I want to join, but I'm in another country. That's too bad. I can't figure out the word what I want to say. You can always do like the VPN trick where you make a new account in another country using a VPN to pretend you're in said country. There's plenty of YouTubes on how to do that for free. Yeah, but I don't want to start a new account. That's exactly the reason why I haven't started one in Europe. I don't want to start another account. Yeah, I feel that. Ah! I barely made the jump. That's exactly the same reason why I haven't made any alternative accounts myself. I can barely keep up with one account. I don't need to keep up with another one in another country. Hey! Alright. Alright. Capri is still there. She didn't move. Maybe she moved over a little bit. She really can't decide which Mustang she wants. My bad, I was trying not to get in your way, and I still did. I didn't even notice that you were in the way. I kind of, like, tune out everybody that's around me for the most part. So if you ever try to, like, say hi to me, and I don't respond, it's either because I have everything muted, or I'm just not paying attention, because I just don't pay attention to other people in the game anymore. Let's see. She did move, but she moved back again. Oh, so she's really having an indecisive moment over those Mustangs. And thanks for the follow. I want to do that race, but I don't have the horse and the star coin is too expensive. I feel that. I mean, I understand that, because I play Star Stable with my boyfriend, and he can't do the race either because he doesn't have the correct horses, and we don't got money to be buying brand new top-tier horses at the moment. Especially for him, because he doesn't really play much. He just kind of plays occasionally with me. He doesn't really actually play. So to him, why buy a whole horse when he doesn't really play? She turned off her computer and... She should just turn off her computer and give it a break. Yeah, probably. She's at the Mustang. We're making fun of, Capri, who is still trying to decide what Mustang she wants to buy, apparently. If I had the coin, I would buy the black Mustang that you bought last night, Cloud. I think you bought that one last night. Did you buy the black one last night? You're teasing me with it. But I have to save my coin now that I know that what next month's magic horse is gonna be. That's like the last horse I need to get, I think. Those ones and the ones that look like a peacock kind of color, I think that's the one. How about the black and the palmy? And the black one's the Mustang that I want to get next. But that'll be after I finish getting the magic horses. And the birthday horse. Anybody here care about if we spoil the next magic horse? Because I don't want to spoil it if nobody wants to be spoiled. I guess I want to buy. I'm not paying attention. I'm paying attention to chat. I want to buy a Halloween horse. I want to buy a Halloween horse too. I didn't get to buy it last year, but I want the little pumpkin Fejored horse. I want to. Okay, so apparently the what is they called, the halflingers, the magical halflingers, are coming back. If I'm correct, that's what I heard, anyways, from the rumor mill, that the halflingers are coming back, and those are like the last two I need in my collection. Oh, lucky! I started playing Star Stable literally in October. And I can only afford, like, 2 of the horses, because I wasn't really putting that much money into this game then, and we were kind of poor. So I had, like, the little, one of the Fejords and the wild horse. Yeah, the little pumpkin Fejords. Yeah, I heard those two. And, yeah, the halflingers are supposedly coming next month. Supposedly. If that was your question. Oh, I started in 2021. I started last Halloween. Well, technically, I started my account in like 2017, but I didn't have Star Rider until October 2022. So I kind of don't count the 2017 as starting because I did like the first starter bit and then I left the game for years. Whoops, I hit the mic, sorry. Gotta focus on these poles. Alright. Okay. So yeah, there's only like, I think 4 magic horses that I need to get to finish the collection until they release new magic horses. And the halflingers are like one of the last 2s I need. I don't think they'll release the other ones that I need this year. But they've surprised me before. But I wouldn't mind if they didn't do it this year. My wallet could use a break. I would like to buy other things than magic horses. Ah! No! There we go. I hate those barrels. This Bobcat girl takes forever. My bank needs a break too. I spend way too much on this. Same though. Like, I budget a little bit of money each month just for Star Stable, just because it ended up being like one of my top, most popular games I stream. So putting a little bit in is a good investment, but I would like to be able to take that money and not waste it on magic horses and maybe buy a Mustang or save it for something else. Right now I'm just kind of focusing on magic horses and limited edition horses because I can only put so much money in a month. And if I don't need to buy a magic horse, then I can buy something else. Or I could just not put money into the game for like a month and use that money somewhere else, like for one of my other projects or to upgrade something on the stream. Let's see. I really wish they would get rid of the cutscene with the opponents. I wish we had like a skip cutscene button. Press spacebar to skip the cutscene like most other games. Yeah, that would be great. Star Stable, get on that, but they're not going to. They're not going to give us a useful feature. They're too busy breaking the game and then not spending any time to fix the game. That's not Cloud. He looks like Cloud, though. He's wearing the blue. I found you. Cloud! You buy the Mustangs again? Sav's your owl duplicated itself? You got 2 owls now. Your owl had a twin. There you are, Cloud. Yeah, it's a bug. I've seen it happen a couple times. It's another bug that Star Stable's not fixing. I'm gonna go look for my lost animals now, which means I'm gonna run back and forth all over the place. Is he wearing my outfit? Bruh. Like, aside from the swords and the glasses, we're wearing the same outfit. I've been meaning to change my outfit up, though. But then I get lazy and I don't do it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The game I thought was gonna crash right now. That was weird. Was that on my end? Did you guys see that? The whole game like froze. I swear it was gonna crash. Ah, it's a sheep. My keyboard is doing like clicking a letter and it's not me, and I can't even go in the computer because I can't write the password. I believe there's a way to open a virtual keyboard that you can click in Windows. It's used for the tablet mode. I've done that before when I lost when my keyboard's broke before I could buy a new one. But it's different for each window, so you'd have to Google. Or you can just copy and paste that letter from somebody else. I've done that before too. Come on, sheep. I want to say dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow, but it's not a cow, but it's the same to me. I don't like the sheep. Dishonor on your sheep, does that count? Yeah, but it's writing that and the password is wrong because there is the letter. Sorry, I don't know how to help then. I love when Musu says that in Mulan. I believe Cloud's got that as a point sound redeem thing. Get in here, sheep. Alright, I'm out of here. Blow this popsicle stand. Ah! No! It's another sheep! The game does not like me today. Sheep, get back here. Sorry, I'm hyper-focusing right now on the sheep. Here's your sheep, Mary. Alright. I ran into a tree. Anyways, what else can we talk about? Can't remember. I never write anything down, but I wanted to talk about last time I was supposed to stream. It is getting really humid and hot right now. It's kind of uncomfortable right now. Can't wait for the weather to cool down so I can stream again. Like at my proper times and not melt in my room. Ew, it's 92 outside. That'd be why. $92 and humid, that's disgusting. Hey Cloud, you want to send me some of that rain? Didn't you say it was raining somewhere? It's a donkey! Let's go, donkey. It's raining in California, Allison. I don't want that rain. That's the torrential downpour rain. Okay, it's done. Yay! I forgot what we were talking about, but yay! But it's... Yeah, but that's too much rain. In some parts of Southern California, they're actually expected to get 2 years worth of rain in one day. That's about 10 inches of rain, which is probably not a lot to most people, but it's a desert and also urban. And it just can't handle that much rain in a short period of time. And it's mostly up in the mountains that it's gonna get that much, so the water's gonna come down the mountains, and it's gonna come down with mudslides and landslides and overflowing the creeks and the rivers and everything. Like, it's crazy. I'm glad I'm not getting that much rain, because my property floods. It's just like 1.5 inches. I don't need 10 inches. There's no way that we could hold that much water. I can finally join the game. Yay! That horses look wild. Oh, now you're tormenting me. Why would you do this to me, Cloud? I thought we were friends. I'm gonna go check behind the trailers for animals. Because you guys tormented... What did I do? I just followed you. I haven't even been around. I've been gone for a month. Nobody there. Okay. I don't know where that animal is, but we're gonna forget about him. I don't want to waste my whole time looking for him. Let's see. Gonna lurk? Okay. I think... Let's go check out that new, I keep hitting the mic. That new race over in Dundle. I haven't unlocked that one yet. Alright. Let's go do the ranger races over here. I don't remember there being NPCs that walked around here. Where are you going? Is it bad? I kind of want to stalk her. I haven't too because I didn't even find where area that... Oh. It's not too hard to get to. It's where the other races are. I'm too busy stalking this NPC. Like, I've never seen her before. Why is he taking the most random route? Is he just going in circles? He's going in circles. I mean, obviously they would code it to go in circles. And it's the most easiest thing you can do with an NPC. As somebody who used to do these things. But anyways, you just go over here. Did they add more NPCs around here? I don't remember these NPCs being here. Alright. Bruh, there's another Susan in this game? How dare. There can only be one. Just kidding. Okay, I'm horrible at this race, so get ready to laugh at me, I guess. Oops. Yep. Told you. I'm gonna restart it. Oh, look at you over there doing everything. I gotta go slow because I don't have this one memorized. Oh, turn. Here we go. Someday I'll have that one memorized. Can I talk to you from over here? There we go. The new jump one is fun. I'll have to check that out as soon as I do this one. These are, kind of fun. I like how they're kind of different, but I don't have them memorized, so they're a little difficult for me. Don't hit the fence! You hit the fence. Oh! Guys? Guys, I'm stuck on the barrel. Guys? I'm gonna run out of time, but this is hilarious. Okay. That was worth it. Oh no! Yeah. Sometimes I have to stop and laugh at how broken Star Stable is. I'm not here for high scores. I'm here for training and a good time. Oh! Turn! There you go. Alright, let's see how horrible I'm at the new one. Oh, I didn't even read it. Whatever. Ooh, this does look fun. This looks like something I can do. Why did they choose this soundtrack? Now I just feel like I'm being chased by Darkcore the entire time. I wanted to relax, not feel like I'm in danger. You guys need a new soundtrack so it's different from Darkcore and just being a difficult course. Oh man, this is a high one. 40 seconds. Not bad for my first go. Where did MJ go? Who's MJ? Oh, Mary? She kinda goes in and out sometimes. She'll be around. She'll come back. Oh, snap. Told you guys I'd suck at this one. Alright. Ooh. I can participate in champs. I mean, I could before, but now I have a fighting chance. And I think there's one going on. Golden Hills. Let's all go die at Golden Hills champ. At least I'll die. I always trip on that one and never recover. I bet Mary's over there. If she's in game, she's at the champ. She usually goes through all the champs. I think that's kind of how we met, really. She was always at the champs. She was like my secret rival. Alright. I'm going to Jasper's. I was browsing trucks. I'm AFK in game. Okay. Trucks are nice, though. I approve. I'll attempt to win the champ in your honor. See how many people are here. I'll be doing dailies around here. Okay. Am I the only person here? Nice, I can win. I'm sure people will show up. Oh yeah, the Golden Hills champ is starting in 8 minutes. And so far, I'm the only one here, so come give me a run for my money. Alright. While I'm here, I can take a peek at some of the weather stuff and we can do like a little update about the hurricane maybe. Am I back? I think I'm back. Am I back? Yeah. I don't know what happened. I guess OBS is crashed. No wonder you guys were all like, oh no. I was like, I thought you were going, oh no, about the weather. This is what happens when you have one monitor. But that's also why I have my bot kind of tell me if the stream goes offline so I can check things. Anyways, weather report. Absolutely nothing is happening. There's your report. Let's see. Everything working properly? Kinda. Can you all, like, hear the game? Yeah, the game's pinging. I'm pinging. Let's check the bot. The bot works. Okay, we're good. Everything's good. Still don't know why we crashed. It'll make uploading the VOD annoying because now I have to download it out of Twitch, but it's alright. Mary, there's only like 3 people here. Yay, Mary's here. Yay! Here's a yay for you for leveling up. Oh, I have to, like, redo my settings. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. Bubbles! Bubbles! Yeah! Hi, Cloud. Welcome back. My stream totally didn't crash or anything. Let's see. Oh. Oh, Juliet's here. She's kind of annoying. I think she's a child, but I don't know. But we got level 22, level 21, level 22. I'm 21. You're 21. I'm going to lose. How do I know I'm going to lose? Because I always trip on this course. And I never recover from it. I just do it for the points and the money. What else to talk about? I haven't even done anything, like, interesting to talk about, because it's just been kind of, like, existing. I tried starting another, playthrough of Pokemon, so I'd had another one that I can, like, finish. And so I didn't have to wait for the Twitch thing, but I didn't get very far with it. I was trying to cheat it a little bit by getting a bunch of high-level Pokemon, but, like, ones that I caught out of dens that my friends invited me to, but then they didn't want to obey me. Which I thought they fixed. Because I can catch high-level Pokemon like in the overworld outside of the dens and they'll obey me completely. But the ones inside the den? Yeah. I don't know. I logged out of the game. I'll be having dinner soon. My dad's making chili and cornbread. Ooh. I believe my dad's making some sort of beef broccoli thing with some leftover stuff from dinner yesterday. I do like me some beef broccoli, though. Alright, I'm gonna die. I should make that a freaking soundbite. I'm going to your house next, Izzy. Come on over. We got too much food from the party yesterday. Here we go. Ooh, I could talk about how... And I swear, this Mustang doesn't jump like I would like it to. Anyways, I was gonna talk about how I went to the grocery store on like Friday, and there was a bunch of pumpkin spice flavored stuff. So either you're on the side that's really excited about this, or you're on the side that's like, oh no, it's returned. And I'm on the oh no, it's back spectrum when it comes to pumpkin spice. But why? It's not even up September yet. Why the pumpkin spice? I'm so tired of pumpkin spice. Like, I enjoy a little bit of pumpkin spice here and there, but I'm so tired of it. There's other autumn flavors we could, like, be enjoying, too. Like, I would love to see apple cinnamon flavored stuff. Would be so good. But nobody makes apple cinnamon. It's just all pumpkin. That was a blind leap of faith. I didn't know if it was gonna, like, hit the check mark. I'm waiting for Christmas stuff. I want gingerbread. Exactly! I'm so tired of pumpkin. Can I have apple? I'm gonna make my own apple stuff. Gingerbread is my all-time favorite treat for the holidays. I do enjoy a tiny bit of gingerbread. It tends to get overwhelming for me after a little bit. I do like peppermint flavored stuff, like candy cane. My candy canes are nice, but I like the little Ghirardelli peppermint chocolate or peppermint bark. Peppermint bark's so good. Mm. Yes, yes. Okay, how many people here like candy corn? I want to see how hated I'm gonna be when I say I am looking forward towards candy corn. I think I came in 5th. I wasn't paying attention. I was just trying to finish the race. I guess since I'm here, I'll do the races here. I get sick if I eat candy corn, but it tastes so good. Oh no! I'm not a fan personally. You go right ahead. I'll stick with my Reese's cup. Ooh, I do like the freaking... Okay, I know, like, it's the same thing, but when Reese's makes their peanut butter cups in the shape of a pumpkin, it tastes so much better. I don't know why. I know it's the same flavor. I know it's the same thing, but it's a pumpkin now, and I need it. That's the only pumpkin thing I get excited for. The little Reese's pumpkins. I know it's the same exact candy, but it tastes better as a pumpkin. I'll die on this hill. For me, Halloween is truly near when you get the Reese's Crisps. Ooh, yes. Or like when the Christmas is getting close, you know it's getting close when the little Hershey Kisses start doing jingle bells. Yeah, I don't hate candy corn, but I don't love them. I'm like the only one in my family that likes candy corn. So I end up having to buy these gigantic bags because that's all they ever sell. And I never finish them because I only like a little bit. I don't want to like eat a whole gigantic bag to myself. I just want a little bit. That was my complaint earlier this week. It's like, I wish they would sell like smaller, personal sized bunches of candy corn. Like I want like a Skittles bag full of candy corn, not a whole bag to give away to children who don't want it. What the? How did I don't tend to eat the food from Dollar Tree because it tends to make me sick, at least at my locations. So I don't go there. Organic candy corn's in smaller bags. I haven't seen organic candy corn, but then again, I don't shop at the organic food places because it's too expensive. Alright. Yeah, looking forward to the candy corn and the Halloween pumpkins. Those are my things. The little Halloween, or Reese's, Christmas trees, too. Those are my favorite. I know that it's the exact same candy, but when they're shaped, I like them better. And before anybody asks, I do like the Easter-shaped ones, too. I should add these to my throne, but Amazon never wants to sell them. I eat organic most of the time because food allergy. That makes sense. Ugh. Shoot. I just tripped on a fence that I didn't see was there. Food's so expensive out here in California. Like, it's just Dad and I most of the time. Like, and we spend like over $200 just for 2 people. Like, and that's just for like budget, whatever we can get cheap food. Like, sometimes we try to, like, grab the healthy stuff, but that's expensive. Ugh. Alright. See, Halloween, my mom and I are going to probably still be sitting in our new house. We should be moving in by the end of September, hopefully sooner. That's cool. I miss when $100 would buy you a full cart of food and gas was same. I miss when houses were affordable. I should have bought a house when I was like 9, when they were like affordable for my budget, instead of going to school. What was I thinking? Yeah, our dollar stores are $1.50 as well. Agreed, Cloud. I just don't want to read that bit out loud because it makes me sad. Whoa. You almost ran me over, Mary. Just kidding. I could do the joke that I always do with my other friends when we play Pokemon and be like, look at this person over here running me over with a fancy horse. That'd be kind of equivalent to how we act when we're playing Pokemon. We put Mary on a horse. She's running over people. Oh, goodness. So there's a joke when I do Pokemon streams with my friends. If one of my friends come in with a shiny, we're like, who's this asshole with the shiny Pokemon? Show off. And it's just the friend. So that's the kind of vibe I was trying to give right now without, like, being too mean about it. Who's this person on this fancy horse trying to run me over? Let's get out of the way. So you were trying to run me over. I won't be nice then. My horse is amazing. I really wish I could finish that song, but it's not very appropriate for Star Stable stream. Oh, my head's getting so hot in my room right now, dude. What's this say? 95 degrees. Blah. I'm only suffering for you guys. I logged out of the game just to work on some stuff for work. But I can watch. That's fine. I understand that. Honestly, I should probably be working on stuff too, but I haven't streamed all week, so I'll work on it later. You've only been streaming for 14 minutes though. 14 minutes, my butt. I mean, true. It did, like, drop and come back. That'll make uploading this VOD really annoying, because now I have to paste it into my video editor to make one cohesive file, instead of two separate ones. I'm going to Steve's farm, by the way. I don't know why it crashed. I don't even know if it crashed or if I accidentally closed it when I was going through Google Chrome. But I did that earlier with Star Stable, so it could be likely. I was looking at properties. I about cried that I missed a 100-acre plot for 200. I'm jealous that you can even get a whole plot for 200K, because out here just the townhouse is like over $1 million with like no land attached to it. Ridiculous. But if I keep talking about it, I'm just gonna make myself depressed, so yeah. You get good deals for in-person auctions for land and house out in the boonies. I mean, yeah. I know if I, like, leave the state and lived out in the middle of nowhere, I could probably get a good price, but I think I'd probably be really depressed. and that's something that I know is gonna happen if I want to actually live in a house and not on the street. But I'm still gonna be, like, depressed about it, so. That's for a future me problem. Maybe my book, when I'm done writing it, will be a bestseller and I can afford to stay here. Doubt it. Alright. Did him. Go do these jumps over here. Alright. Was that girl trying to, like, bother me? I got so distracted by her, like, doing circles around me. Okay, where's that girl? She's not here anymore. Weird. She's back. Guys, I think I have a stalker. I hate this one. Like, I know the pattern's simple. It's like a simple dressage pattern, but jumps involved, but I keep getting distracted because ADHD brain. Alright. Windmill time. Okay. I forgot what we were talking about other than houses. There's like houses and hurricanes and stuffs. Food, I think? Oh yeah, and you were gonna come over for some beef broccoli after you visit Cloud. I got some, beef broccoli and some Arizona Pete's tea. Come on over. Whoa. Ah! I almost did that perfectly, but I didn't. Ah, I always think I need to come over to frickin' Will. Come on, horse! There you go. I think, I'm going to Marley. I think that's his name. I don't remember. Why did they have to name 3 characters similarly, like, similar names? Because it's really bad with my brains. Remember who's whose. Ooh, shortcut. Yoink. Let's go, Marley. Trying to remember anything I did last week that'd be interesting to talk about. Did start watching Yasasimi with my boyfriend this week, but I don't know if anybody here really cares for anime or watches the anime. We're not very far into it, but also I already know the plot from reading about it on Twitter, so I think my brain's kind of like ruined at this point for the thing. It's okay though. Wait. I know I clicked on the green thing. But whatever. I'll do both these and get my points after. Guys, it's getting so unbearably warm in my room because the computer is running Star Stable. I might stop streaming in like 30 minutes. I was planning on going my full usual time that I would do on Wednesdays, but it's getting so unbearably hot in my room right now. And it's humid too. It's hot and humid and the computer's just making it so much worse. Because the heat is partly why I haven't been streaming. If it gets above 80 degrees, then the computer just makes it so much worse. Because the room is a heat trap, basically. And I don't get any of the... We don't even have air conditioning in the house, but I don't even get any of the swamp cooler or whatever we have. And the computer just makes it so much worse. So I might end in like 30 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to have to look at the weather. The stuff that... The hurricane's supposed to roll in Southern California later tonight. And then we're supposed to start seeing some of it by tomorrow night. But it's just going to be like rain and wind. So I don't know. Depends on how things play out tomorrow if I stream. If I do stream, it's probably going to be Pokemon. Or maybe Animal Crossing. I really want to, like, finish Pokemon because the Mewtwo thing starts soon. But I don't think I'm going to be able to, like, finish it on stream in that amount of time. So I'll probably just work on my second profile and take my time with the stream version. I don't know why I'm focusing so hard. I'm just going in a circle. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out tomorrow, and I'll keep you all posted on my Discord and stuff if I do stream or not. Hopefully I can like do more streaming this week though. Let's see. Let me open up my weather app and see what they say this week's gonna play out like. Okay, let's see. Daily. Oof. It's gonna be 100 on Wednesday. I don't think I'm streaming on Wednesday, guys. I might be able to tomorrow if I feel like it. The rest of the week's and I think I'm gonna have to move my streams till the evening again. But definitely not on Wednesday. At least not until after the sun sets. I really need to get one of those, like, personal little swamp cooler things for my room. Alright. Hyper focusing. I'm feeling lazy, so I'm gonna take the trailer to the manor instead. I wanted to call it a mansion for a second, but I don't think it's quite the size of a mansion. Alright. Ooh, look at all the pretty Belgians. Someday when I get caught up on magic horses, I can buy a couple more Belgians. They're also pretty. I definitely want this guy. No, wait, this guy. Yeah, it was this guy. This guy. This guy. This one's really cute with the pink nose, but I don't know if I'm gonna buy that one. This one's kind of cute too, but I don't know if I'm feeling it. Definitely the black or the white one. Oh, we made 2 black ones. Or 2 white ones. There we go. Alright. I think I'm gonna go to the back of the garden. Forget that there's a race back here. But also I wanna go AFK real quick to get some more water. Because I ran out of water and it's like hot in here. So I'll do a little break. Then I'll come back. Alright. Let's go over here out of the way. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, that took way longer than I wanted, so I apologize. I'll stay a little longer to make up for it. But Dad was talking to me and stuff, so yeah. Anyways, I'm back. Double check that my mic's on, because I always forget to do that. Alright. We'll do the garden race. The weather really changed outside. It's kind of overcast and a little bit of wind is happening out there. Still hot and humid. Really weird. Still don't think we're expected to have any rain until later. But even the weathermen don't even know what to expect. They keep saying like there might be rain tonight, there might be rain tomorrow. I'm crashing into things because my horse is ping-ponging. Don't ping pong, don't ping pong. Whoa. No. No. No! Oh. Haha. Yay. Okay. Go do the other races that I prefer over this one. I think I went the wrong way. I get all turned around down here in the gardens. Alright. Let's go, Pauline. Wait. No, I got an alert on my phone. I thought it was about the storm, but it's not. It's just clickbait. Okay. You get clickbaited. That's not very nice to do. Not when it comes to things like hurricanes, anyways. You know what we should do? I keep saying I'm gonna stream Sims 4 with the new Horse Rants DLC. Maybe we can do that this week on like Tuesday or something. Yeah, I keep saying that I was gonna do the Sims 4 horses because I've been experimenting with it. I've been taking Star Stable breeds, recreating them in the game, and then breeding them together, and I get such cute babies from it. Like, OMG. Like the one that I experimented with was like an Irish cob, a dappled gray Irish cob, and I bred it with a chestnut American paint. And I got this really chonky American paint draft horse, and I loved him so much. So I might do that at the start, at least. I don't know. Just sit there and play with the engine and see what kind of babies we get out of it. I especially want to do it when ever Star Stable introduces their own breeding mechanic, because then we can sit there and see which game does it better or what outcome we get between the two games. That might be a fun experiment to do. Yeah, I might be able to do that on Tuesday. Animal Crossing is going to be on Monday. And Tuesday we can do Sims. Wednesdays is always Star Stable Day. Fridays are always Pokemon. So yeah. I think my streams are going to end up being in the evening though, so a little later in the night for most of you. Just because of the weather. Looking forward to winter now, so I can actually stream in the afternoon again. Hyper focusing at the moment. Alright. Yeah, I think on Tuesday we'll mess around with Sims 4. I don't know if we'll do the babies or just play the game or a bit of both. They grow up so fast. He's already level 14. Or she's already 14. I forgot it's a mare. I've had her for a couple weeks though, but I haven't been playing Star Stable much. Alright. The reverse one is always more tricky than the non-reverse one. But we managed to make it without tripping, so that was good. Alright. Gonna do my shortcut. I know they added benches there though. We gotta go this way. The bench is exactly where I want to jump though, so kind of annoying. But I have to remember I have to go to the left of the bench. Silverglade Champ. Did we do the Silverglade Champ? Do you really get that much points out of champs? Like, I know you get a bunch if you win. But I don't know if it's worth it. Plus, Silverglade tends to be really crowded. Let's see how I feel after I do the jumps. That's not how I wanted to do that jump, but we made it. $40, nice. Oh. I swear, the jumps on this game are funny sometimes. But I didn't trip, so I'm not complaining. I jumped too early on that. Alright. I guess we'll go over to the champs. I forgot to grab my points. I do that a lot. If I walk away from my points, yell at me. I do that a lot, and then I'll notice them later on the map. ADHD brain, probably. Alright. How'd I get... Okay, and oh, nope, nope, nope. Do not crash. Do not crash on me. Aw. Wow. There's a lot of people here. Is anybody I recognize? Nope. There's 5 minutes till the Silverglade Championships if anybody wants to come join me. But there's a lot of players here. A lot of children, though. Or should I say low level? A decent amount of level 20 plus and under 20. She jumped off. There you go. Alright. The little pony. It's so small. Jorvik starter pony. Small. I am small. Okay. So check the weather again. And this time not crash. OBS. Let's see. It's raining in San Diego. Oh, wait, that's the ocean. I mean, it does look like it's raining on the ocean, so it probably is raining. Little bits. Doesn't look like a heavy rain, just looks like a moderate rain. Like a normal rain, if that. I can't tell if it's rain or wind on the waves. And then if I go over here to the Los Angeles camera, it's definitely raining over there. But it's a light rain as well. Honestly, it just looks like a normal rainy day everywhere. But again, all the heavy stuff's supposed to come tonight. This is just the calm before the storm, essentially. Alright. Mary, you're here. Hi. Yay. There you go. I did the waving thing. Yay. Ooh, wait, I have a button for that. Yay. I forget my own buttons. Anyways. I was outside with the doggos and logged out. Oh, goodness. Good thing you logged back in. Just in time. We have less than a minute now. There's a lot of people here, though. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose. I ran back so fast. Well, you made it. So, yay. My Kindle died, I guess. Huh. Yeah, no more Stream Deck for me. Because I forgot to plug in this side. Sorry for all the noises. I'm trying to bring my Kindle back. There we go. I'm using an old Kindle as a Stream Deck because I can't afford a proper Stream Deck. Wake up, stream deck. I have to deal with it after the champ. Hey, I got the plant without tripping. Someday I'll get a proper Kindle and I don't have to worry about the old Android. I mean the old Kindle. Hate that one so much. Why are there all of them there? Is that... I never noticed all 4 of them there. Is it just for the race or is he duplicated? I'm gonna have to investigate. That was weird. Come on, I want to see how badly I lost. My Kindle does not want to come back. This will be fun. Alright. Bruh, who's taking forever to finish? I got 7th place. Now I'm stuck in this group. Huh, am I being followed? I was sending a quick message to somebody. I kinda am not even sure I can continue streaming without the Kindle because the Kindle was my clock. So I made sure I finished before dinner. So I'll have to like really pay attention to the time. Which is hard to do when Star Stable takes up most of the screen. Okay, let's see. This person is following me. Why are you following me? fuck? Is he doing whatever, or is he following me? He's level 15. Don't follow me, kid. Okay, go somewhere far away. Let's go to the south hoof. Unless he's just prancing around the front of Steve's farm. He was definitely following me. He was checking me out. For some reason, he felt like checking me out. Which is weird. Anyways, I'm gonna go home. Okay, let's see. You know what? I'll have to like double check my schedules. I don't even know if I can stream on Tuesday. I forgot that my boyfriend has that day off. And he's so distracting. I can never get any streams done with him home. Alright. I might just do these south hoof races and call it good. Because I can't see my clock now. Massive mood. When my hubby stays with me for a few weeks, I can never pay attention to anything. It's for real. It's just so distracting. Like, he's distracting, but I also don't get to really spend time with him much, especially with the holidays coming up, because you know how retail and minimum wage workers are. Once the holidays start kicking on, they get like no time off. So at the start of like October, I probably won't even get to see him much until like freaking April probably. So I'm gonna enjoy having a little time with him tomorrow or Tuesday. We might work on some projects because he helps me do music stuff for my channel and other projects, and we only get to work on those together if he has a day off. So I would like to get a little further ahead with a project of mine while I have him with me. And yeah. So I probably won't be able to do the Sims 4 stream this week. But definitely is on the agenda when I have time for it. I keep thinking I'll like sacrifice one of my... Leon, it's pizza time! It's pizza time. Yes! I was totally not talking about how distracting you are. Just kidding. Though you did kind of distract me and I forgot what I was talking about before pizza time happened. Gotta prove you're right, because I love you. Well, you did prove you're right, because you distracted me so much I don't even know what I was talking about. Sims. Oh, I was gonna say... I keep thinking I'll sacrifice a Star Stable day for a Sims 4 because it's both horses, but I can never ignore Star Stable. I feel like if I ignore Star Stable, then I don't know. Star Stable's always doing something, so I have to play on Wednesday. You never have like a chill day. Ugh. The battery on my Kindle died and it won't come back on, so I don't even have access to my Stream Deck or any of the fun buttons or anything right now. It is kind of upsetting me because I was waiting to do something for somebody. Boot on! Nope. Let me see. Yeah, I forgot that I plugged it in, but it didn't plug it. Like, I plugged it into the device, but it was unplugged from the wall. Hang on, I'm messaging someone really quick. Where am I going? I'm going to the hermit. Hey! Yes. We're gonna race around Ireland. Yeah! Totally needed to do that to get that herb, but yes, totally. Totally part of the race. Durability training. Exactly. Come on, horse. Bear, what the? Oh, okay, my horse flies now. I don't have my stream deck, so I can't do a quick clip. I have to come over here and type like a normal person. Did I even do it? Carol's here! I'm trying to figure out how to do things without my stream deck. Oh, there it goes. It's just a little slow. Hi, Carl. I said I had a surprise for you, but now I don't know how to trigger it without my stream deck. Oh, okay. I think I could do this. So apparently it's Carl's birthday, and I wanted to test out my new little gimmick that I made like a couple weeks ago. Yay! Would have been better if I had my stream deck. Yay! Happy birthdays! It would have been better if I had access to like all my buttons, but the battery on my Kindle died and it will not come back online no matter what I do. I hope it's not dead. It is an old Kindle. I'd be quite sad if it died. Ooh, everybody can have a piece of cake now. I forgot I did that too. Yay! Cake! You're welcome, Carl. I can't do anything. I don't have access to any of my buttons. Just imagine my heart emoji that I usually do. And in your honor, we're gonna race around Ireland. We're gonna race around the sacred Irish tree. Oh. I'll do the water soon, I promise. My horse barely fits on this race. Hey, I didn't trip on any of that. Alright. Yeah. Oh, water time. Yes. Let's see if I can, like... I don't even know how they do my own things without the stream deck.
I call this one
Yeah,
the
campfire song!
Let's
Gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. I don't know how to use my own stuff. Okay. Oh, wait, it's campfire song. Why would you do this? There's no fire. Closest fire, closest fire, closest fire. I don't think I have a fire. Why would you do this to me? I'm not gonna make it. I thought I could make it to Hillcrest. I'm not gonna make it. I never failed a campfire song before. I'm sad now. I was always able to figure out a fire. This is how we know that my boyfriend doesn't show up in my streams, because the campfire song is not for the song. It's to make me panic and try to find a fire. So we can sing the campfire song around the fire. But I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to get my Kindle to come back on. Yeah. My first official fail of the campfire song. Distraction, they can't distract me now. That's not a distraction, it's a heart attack! Look, you spooked my horse. Jeez. Trying to have a nice birthday and you're over there dropping pipes. I don't think there's a race I can do over here. Why'd I come all the way over here? There's one over by the barn today. I was trying to find a fire, that's why. But I don't think there's a fire unless I start at a barbecue pit somewhere, but I don't even know where that is. Oh, so we go to the Baroness? Let's go to the Baroness. We can end with me, failing the champ. I gotta move the chat box so I can use the trailer. Okay. At least I can. This will let me like stop and look at my Kindle because it shouldn't be off this long. You can find a campfire in New Hillcrest. It's near the swamp here. Oh, I hate the swamp. Get out of my swamp. All right, we're here. Now I can figure out what's going on over here. Okay. No, stop it. Bad game. Okay, yeah. It's plugged in. This feels warm, like it's charging. It shouldn't be that dead because it literally just shut off. Of course, it's an old Kindle. I should have got one of those new ones when they were on sale during Prime Day. Why does everything have to be a video? Why can't they just tell me? Press and hold the power button for 2 seconds. 1, 2. I guess I'm being impatient. I guess this is just let it charge, but I want it back. Okay, this is probably gonna be the last thing I do today. Because this will put me over my like planned time. So let's see if anybody's streaming while we're sitting here. And I can like boot up their whatever's. What? Nobody's streaming? I swear nobody streams at this hour. All my friends are like night owls. But I guess it's also Sunday. Why isn't there anybody here at Champ with me? Mary, hi. Hi. It's not letting me really click you very easily when you're not on your horse. Alright. It's gonna be a race between you and me. This will be interesting. I see they haven't fixed the bug where if you hold the right click, the camera still pans downward. Bye, Leanne. I'll see you later. Love you too. Make me be all awkward on stream. Just kidding. Okay, now that the boys are gone, let's talk about horses. Just kidding. I think the boys are gone. Carl might be still lurking. Ah! Aww. I was slightly hoping it was just gonna be a race between you and I, and now there's all these people showing up. The amount of random horse fix I can drop is annoying. I probably know a lot of them. Where'd all these children come from? I mean, I guess I don't have to wait here no more. I'll go over here. I'll go away from the children. But you can drop some horse facts. I probably know some of them, but maybe somebody else doesn't. Why'd it get so quiet? All I hear is wind. This is kind of a cool angle. I always like seeing the hot air balloons in the distance. Fun fact, no such thing as a stallion gilding with the brindle coloring, as they have a higher fertility rate. Mares are able to be brindle and be extremely healthy. That's interesting. Ooh. Ah, we're so close to 15. But stallions can carry the gene for brindle coloring and pass it on. Makes sense. Why is my phone going off? Well, if Southern California didn't have a lot to deal with right now with the hurricanes and stuff, they just had an earthquake as well. Let's see. Let me open up my earthquake app. I think it was just a 5 point something. It sounds like a lot to most people, but usually not a lot. Oh wow, that's a lot of aftershocks. My whole phone is just... There's a 5.1. With a bazillion aftershocks. Southern California is not having a good day, I guess. Tropical storms, earthquakes. Alright, I'm gonna die. There's too many children here. Level 21. Yeah, Okay. See y'all later, Mary. Just kidding. He'll probably pass me up. Got a hyper focus now, so sorry if I'm quiet. Man, I was doing good, and then I slipped on a bush. No! I lost the race. There is never any recovering from this. Oh! I hate those things. I hate them so much. It feels so unfair that they're there. It's not even anything you can do. It's just down to timing. How annoying. Alright, I'm gonna go back to my stable now. Okay. Gonna end the stream here. Thanks to you all for coming. This is real fun. I'm glad Cloud peer pressured me into streaming. I'll try to stream more next week, probably in the evening when I can, if the weather is good and everything. Yeah, you too. Hope everybody has a good day, and I don't have my buttons. You can follow me on Discord, and I'm also active on Twitter, and kind of active on Instagram as well. I think that's how... I don't even know how to spell Instagram. I also just got Blue Sky and Tumblr as well. I don't have like buttons for those, but I think you can find them in my link tree if that's your thing. I'm like trying to be kind of active over there. I'm really starting to like Tumblr, especially since they have like this free Tumblr layout that looks exactly like Twitter. It's so funny, but it makes it so easy because I know what Twitter's supposed to look like. So it's like a really easy introduction to how custom Tumblr like designs look like, or whatever you call them, custom Tumblr overlays or whatever they're called look. So yeah, I'm trying to be over there as well. So yeah, see y'all next time. Bye.